You know, what was the name of the last Godzilla movie that Toho did?
Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla. I never saw it.
It was really good.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say really good things about it. I'll be honest with you. While I grew up watching the Godzilla movies, and I got a kick out of Godzilla versus Kong and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I find Godzilla movies are a lot like zombie movies. They're the same, right? It's the same thing. It's like everything's fine one day in Tokyo, and then, oh no, Godzilla's coming out of the oceans, right? Kind of the same thing. So I never got around. I never saw the Shin Godzilla and stuff like that. But they just dropped a trailer. I believe it's also Toho that did this one.
Yeah.
For a brand new Godzilla movie called Godzilla Minus One. I have no idea what that means, but it's only a 90-second trailer. I think it was a 1 minute, 29 seconds. And in the first 15 seconds, I thought, this is the greatest Godzilla trailer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. It's visceral. Apparently the writer and director of it also did the visual effects. So a little bit like Neil Blomkamp from District 9, pulling a little bit of that. And it just looked like some of the explosions, like Godzilla himself, yes, but then some of the explosion stuff like felt so uncomfortably real that I was like viscerally pulled into it. And I guess this is Godzilla. I'm only going to guess this is him surviving a nuclear blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks.
And now he's just pissed. And there's a great line in the trailer where it says, that monster will never forgive us. So I don't know what we did to piss off Godzilla or what people did, but I'll tell you what, I haven't been this excited to see a Godzilla movie maybe ever. And that's the power of a good trailer. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Signing your life away to a big wireless provider is kind of like being trapped on a roller coaster from hell. Sure, it looks like fun at first. They probably even threw in a free phone, but now you can't get off. Month after month of insane bills and unexpected thrills, like overages and surprise fees. If that sounds like your current big wireless plan, it's time to get off the ride with Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are just $15 a month. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for just $15 a month. You guys know before I came to Mint Mobile, I was paying triple what I am paying now on the standard big wireless plan, and I will never go back. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped right to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Rob, I know you came in and we said, have you seen the trailer? Like, what? They put out a trailer for it? You watched it. What do you think about the trailer?
Well, I'm a huge fan of the whole franchise, but Godzilla's kind of like the Batman comic books. In the 60s, the Batman comic books became really kind of goofy. And then you had the TV series. And now Batman's very serious. We get like The Batman. We got Nolan's Batman trilogy. And I think they've kind of done that with Godzilla. Godzilla's been very goofy. It started out as a very serious meditation on post-war atomic Japan, after it had been dropped 2 atomic bombs on them. We did. But now they're moving back into the very serious realm of Godzilla. And it looks like they're going back to examine post-war Japan in this. And dude, I'm so there for it because, Godzilla started out as being a scary force of nature. Then suddenly he's jumping around with this little kid blowing atomic smoke rings, and it was very goofy.
The one with him fighting alongside a giant Spider-Man will always live in my head.
I mean, and that was crazy stuff, and now it's back to the really serious. I mean, how many people die in this 90 minute and 20 seconds?
A lot of people. A lot of people
die in this. Yeah. And it's the way I like the way. I mean, some people will never take Godzilla seriously, and I understand why. But I take this seriously, John. I look at this. You showed to me. You were giddy to show this. Oh, let me look at it. Show this to you. And I'm like, man, I can't wait. This looks so good. And the last film, Shin Godzilla, was a modern day Godzilla movie where it was like the Japanese version of FEMA had to deal with Godzilla as a natural disaster. Like, a force of nature?
Just
what do
something
we do?
that they have to put up with every once in a while.
Yeah, like a tornado or something. And it was really good. And the Japanese have been making these Shin. They've got Shin Ultraman. They have Shin Kamen Rider. So they're going back and they're taking these sort of, I guess, things that were kid-like and bringing them into the modern age and making them much more adult in their sensibilities. So all the kids who've now grown up with these things and are adults can watch them and go, well, this is kick-ass now.
Now, I didn't freeze frame it to double check it for sure, but there's a shot near the end of the trailer where it's a solid static shot of a city, and then all of a sudden a ship comes flying into it. You know what? I have to freeze frame it because I'm not sure. That ship looked an awful lot like the space battleship Yamato. And the coloring and the shape of it, I'm not saying it was.
Well, it would have been, that would have been right, because the Yamato, the original Yamato, sank during World War II.
Right, so it could have been from that era, right? So, or I don't know if there was a little bit of an homage going on in there, but it looked pretty good. Ray, you were pretty giddy about it. You said you really liked it.
Because I'm used to, I think, the newest Godzilla. I wasn't into Godzilla back then, like the black and white movies, but I just got into Godzilla with the newest one, Walter White. I didn't even watch the one with was it Matthew Broderick?
You don't have to see that.
Roland Emmerich.
Hank Azaria was in that
All I
one, too,
remember
back in the day.
from that movie, I
You
didn't
can
watch
skip
it,
that one.
but that soundtrack was like my favorite. Like I had that CD.
Well, that was
all
Rage
time.
Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine, P. Diddy.
That's where they find, oh no, Godzilla laid a bunch of eggs.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like-
So starting off with the Walter White one, the one that he was in. I always thought the US version of Godzilla was super cute. I don't find him scary, but this one, I hear this is the way Godzilla should be. Like he's a menace. He's a menace
oh yeah,
to Japan. Like he's just like a dickhead. Like
he's a menace.
whatever I want, whenever I want to come out, I'm going to destroy your buildings. How long does it take them to rebuild so he could just come back and knock it down? It's almost like that kid that just kicks over the sand.
Natural
castle.
disaster, man. He's a
Yeah.
natural
I
disaster.
cannot wait. I don't care if it's not in English, whatever. I'm going to see this. But the only bad thing is December 1st. That's
Well, it's
a long
not, I
time.
don't think it's going to be in theaters here. Like,
No.
Yeah,
It said,
it'll be in Japan.
oh, but it said in the description, theater release. Oh.
I don't think that's for here, though.
Oh.
But maybe, I have to say, John, they've been releasing things like The Wandering Earth, a Chinese science fiction movie.
Well,
They've
and
been
with the
releasing it in
strikes, they may
theaters
be
locally.
looking for stuff to release.
Yeah, man.
Well, hopefully it comes out.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.